Hello from the Lake District, a gloriously sunny day. Heidi and I have just had a fabulous drive up here along the beautiful winding roads. I had forgotten quite how narrow they get, but thankfully it's March and it's out of season, so we had the roads pretty much all to ourselves. Not like in June, it really does fill me with anxiety, sort of June, July, August time when it's so busy up here. But at the moment it was nice and quiet. So the Lake District, obviously, as I'm sure most of you know, is an area of outstanding natural beauty located just in the northwest corner of the country, right below Scotland. It's an area known for inspiring painters and poets and writers, lots of people from William Wordsworth to Thomas de Quincey, and of course Beatrix Potter as one of the most famous people. So today we are at one of her houses, the one that she lived in. She is famous for owning quite a lot of houses around here and of course land and helping to preserve the area. But today we are at the house where she lived, Hilltop, which is now cared for by the National Trust. So we're going to take you inside the place that inspired so many of her beautiful paintings and stories. So this is the car park at Hilltop. As you can see, it is quite small, so you do need to book before you come here. Just go onto the National Trust website and you can book a slot there sort of every half hour. Because if you don't, you probably won't get in. At the moment, it's nice and quiet. Obviously, it's out of season, it's middle of the week, and it's about 2:30. So we just sort of chanced it, thinking, obviously, we've been a few times already, so we weren't too worried about missing out. But thankfully, they were able to accommodate us, and we've got a space. But yes, if you are visiting in sort of busier times, even Easter and obviously summer months, make sure to book, otherwise you could miss out. So as I mentioned, Beatrix used Hilltop to inspire lots of her stories and images. Here you can see one of the pictures from her books, and here is the original gate which inspired that image, with this lovely view. You can't really get a sense for just how beautiful this place is, with it just being the bare bones at the moment. But I do have a trip back here planned for June. So while I'm in the Lake District in June, I will return and show you the gardens in bloom because they are magnificent. Here's another image from her stories. The kittens running up the path on their way to the cottage. And this is that view, the real life view. The road sign is so sweet. Be careful, bunny's crossing. This is the view from one of the back bedrooms, and there's a painting that Beatrix did showing just this lovely view and that winding road just up there, up into the hills. Isn't this location glorious? You can see why she wanted to buy a farmhouse here. I think in the end she ended up owning about 16 houses across the Lake District. One of them I will take you to while we're up here. You can actually go and stay in. It's now a holiday home, and I believe they still retain some of the original furniture. Look at all these daffodils lining the road. So pretty. This cottage here on the left always has such a fantastic display of flowers. In the summer months, it's just laden with flower baskets everywhere. It's just so peaceful around here. Absolutely glorious. And we couldn't have got a better day if we tried. Look at this old post box here. Right, Heidi, you've left Hilltop behind, and we are now checking into our hotel for the night. Actually, for the next 2 nights, Rothay Manor in the town of Ambleside. We have checked in, and this is our beautiful room. Moss Eccles, I think it was called. But look at that light streaming through. I love the colour palette. It's such a beautiful design. And it's glorious to have windows on both sides. Just so much natural light. Isn't this beautiful? And here is the bathroom. Really wonderful and spacious. His and her sink. More wonderful natural light. What a fabulous walk-in shower. I'm liking that tiling. And behind here, a roll-top bath. This bathroom has everything. What a beautiful evening. Well, we are off for a little potter about Ambleside. It's just a stone's throw from Ambleside, which is one of my favourite places here in the Lake District. So we're just going to go and have a little wander around while we've still got some nice evening light. It's so quiet. Honestly, at this time, in the summer months, this road is chock-a-block. People trying to get through. So this is Bridge House here in Ambleside. It's a fascinating little place. It was saved by a handful of people who recognised its value, one of them being William Wordsworth's grandson and the other William Heelis, Beatrix Potter's husband. And this little house is now in the care of the National Trust and has been many things over its time. It has been an antique shop, a tea room, a cobbler's, a apple store. It's been the coin house for the local mills, and it has even been home to a family of 8, which I think is miraculous, seeing as it's literally one up, one down. I don't know how on earth you would fit a family of 8 in there. Look at the size of it. Another beautiful sunny day here in the lakes. Look at that. We're being treated. Push, just push the door. Push, 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 push. Childproof. It's butter, isn't it? To the left, baby. Gates to the left. Good morning! Heidi and I have woken up to a gloriously sunny day. It's very warm. Don't even need this coat. I'm going to have to take it off because it is far too warm for that. So Heidi and I have driven about 10-11 minutes just north of our hotel, and we are in the village of Grasmere, which is where William Wordsworth lived in his cottage, Dove Cottage, with his sister Dorothy. It's where the Wordsworth graves are at the church here, and it's also home to a famous gingerbread house, which we are going to go and obviously pick up some gingerbread to snack on. So let's go and take a little look around.
Do you like my custom-made shoes?
Your custom-made shoes? Let's have a look.
Custom.
Heidi has designed her own shoes. She's got a plain white pair of sneakers and drawn her own things on. Heidi wandering along, reading a book, bless her. This pathway smells amazing. It's got loads of wild garlic in this sort of shrubbery to the left. It smells very, very nice. Look at this majestic scenery. All the sleeping lambs. Good morning. All the birds chirping. So lovely.
Can we just get 3 of them, please, if you don't mind? Thank you. That's it, thank you.
So the gingerbread house is there, and the garden is right beside it, well, and behind it. The entrance is beside it, and the garden itself is behind it, and it smells incredible. All you can smell is gingerbread. We're going to try and find a little spot and take a seat and eat some of this really nice gingerbread. Heidi's found us a nice shady spot. So what have we got, Heidi?
I've got 12 pieces.
12 pieces of gingerbread.
Yes.
Do you think we can manage to eat all of these?
Yeah, probably.
Sarah Nelson's Grasmere Gingerbread, established in 1854.
I'll try.
Right, shall we sample then?
Yes. Bag in a bag and a bag in a...
Ooh, look at that stack of yumminess.
Okay, put it down.
They look delicious, don't they?
Yes.
Ooh, do you want to break one in half then?
Break it into
Oh, they
quarters.
smell amazing. Thank you, darling. Want to have a bite?
Yes.
Oh, they're crumbly, aren't they?
That's good.
The best you've ever tasted? Yeah. So it says here, Grasmere gingerbread is a scrumptious, spicy sweet cross between a biscuit and a cake. Delicious on its own, but particularly Moorish, accompanying coffee, hot chocolate, or mulled wine. Equally fantastic served with ice cream, fruit, or yogurt. I'll have to give some of those a go. Having another bite?
Were you filming?
I was. It is amazing, isn't it? It's so good. I might have another bite of that, and then should we have a little wander again?
Yeah. Sure, we should.
How peaceful and calm. Give it another few days of this glorious sunshine, and all of these daffodils will be out in force. It'll look amazing. What a little piece of bliss. For oft, when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye which is the bliss of solitude. And then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. So if you follow the path from the gingerbread house, which is now behind me, you go straight down this path and you come to the Wordsworth graves. So here you are, Heidi, just on the right. William Wordsworth's grave. And here it is. Very simple. William Wordsworth, born at Cockermouth, 7th of April 1770, and died in Rydal, 23rd of April. He's buried with Dorothy, his sister, and his wife, Mary. And how lovely is this? Someone's placed daffodils on his grave. So the church here in Grasmere is St. Oswald's, and the history dates back to the 7th century when a Christian king of Northumberland preached and prayed here on this site. And the Wordsworth graves are found just at the back of the church, right here. In the shade of one of 8 yew trees that was planted by William Wordsworth when he lived here. And here's the gingerbread house again from the opposite side. Isn't it cute? I can't tell you how amazing it smells. With ginger and cinnamon.
Amazing. I have my...
Just up ahead is Heidi's Cafe. Obviously Heidi's happy about a cafe named after her.
That was really good.
How are you fitting more food in your plate?
I don't know.
You've done nothing but eat today.
Yeah.
So we've just been here, luxury lakes ice cream. So this is where we parked. It's just before the entrance into the village. So we arrived at just after 10 o'clock and already it was fairly full. I don't know how many spaces there are, but there's not too many. But to say this is midweek in the middle of March and there was literally about 3 spaces left, it will show you how busy it gets in the summer months. In summer, I believe they open up this field behind, and that's sort of an overflow car park.